what's up? It's William from Rocket Zero and welcome to another pixel art tutorial. In this pixel art tutorial, we're going to be building Logan from X-Men's Wolverine. Now, what do we need for Logan? We need some black wool, brown wool, blue wool, light gray wool, gray wool, white stained clay, and then a little bit of light gray stained clay for his beard. So what we're going to do is that we got to start a little bit far away because his claws do stick out. So we got to give him room. So we're going to grab our black wool and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 of our brown wool. Then we're going to grab our blue wool and replace 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to make a square of 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do another square. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I couldn't get my arrow on it. Okay, so afterwards, this is what we have. We have one leg. And now what we're going to do is that we're going to place one block here. And then we're going to place another square. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then another square, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then right below, we're going to place 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to grab our brown wool and replace 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then right below, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We have Logan's legs. Now let's give him a belt by placing a brown wool. Skip a space of brown wool. And then light gray wool for his belt buckle. We're going to grab our white wool and replace 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2. 1, 2. And we're going to find the middle right here. And then we're going to delete this block. So make sure you guys have this so far. Those are his legs and shirt. Now we're going to go give him his color, like his dog tags that he wears around all the time. For that, we're going to grab our light gray wool and replace 1, 2. And then white stained clay, and then light gray wool. And those are going to be his dog tags. Now we're going to grab our white stained clay again, and we're going to place 1, 2. Whoops. Then there, and 1, 2. Now we're going to go to this side, and we're going to place 1, 2. And then 1, 2. Now let's go to this side and we're going to do 1, 2, 1, 2. And then this is what we're going to do. We're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 blocks here. 1, 2. So that's going to be his arm. Now we're going to do the same thing on this side. So we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2. That's going to be his fist. And for his claws, we're going to grab our light gray wool and we're going to place 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go up. 1, 2. And then we're going to go up like so. And now what we're going to do is that right here, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go up and to the left. Actually, no. I'm sorry. Let's do that again. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to go up and to the left. So make sure you guys have that. Sorry about that little quick mess up, but I forgot that it was 6 instead of 5. So make sure you guys have that. Now let's do the same thing on this side. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go up. And then 2. And then we're going to go up and 1. So take that out. And then on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then up. Taking this one out, and there you go. We have both of his claws for Wolverine. Now we gotta give Wolverine a neck. Now for his neck, we're gonna go back here. We're gonna grab our white stained clay, and we're gonna place 1, and on either side like that for his neck. And then we're gonna grab our light gray wool, and that's gonna be the rest of his color for his dog tags. Awesome. Now we gotta grab our light gray stained clay, because you know Wolverine always has kind of a stubble going on, so we gotta give him that. So we're gonna move this forward and we're gonna drag it all the way to the right by 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Then another row up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there we go. Now what we're gonna do, so we're gonna go give him some eyes. So for that we need a gray wool, and we're gonna place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then light gray wool. We're going to grab our white stained clay this time, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to grab our gray wool and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Light gray wool. And then for his eyebrows, I was thinking, why not let's just use the same type of hair that we use for, not hair, but block that we used to give him his stubble. So we're going to grab our light gray stained clay. And we're going to place 1, 2, 3. And then down. Then here. And 1, 2, 3. We're going to grab our white stained clay again. And we're going to place 1, 2, 3. Let's go to this side. And we're going to do same thing. 1, 2, 3. Let's fill this part in. Then right here, it's going to get a little bit tricky. So what we're going to do is we're going to place 1, 2. Then 2 blocks of brown wool. Then white stained clay. And 1, 2. And right here, we're going to place 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And there we go. That's going to be Logan's face. And then we got to give him his signature hair and like mutton chops, the things that go on the side of his face. I think that's what they're called. I'm not sure. So let's grab our brown wool. And we're going to place 1, 2. And then 1, 2. And we're going to go straight up and to the side like so. So 1, whoops. 1, 2, 1, 2. And straight up and to the sides. Like this. So messed up. 2 more blocks there. So now let's take a step back. Pause it if you need to. We need to give him some ears, and those are going to be sticking out right behind his eyes. So let's go back here. We got to find the same level here, and we're going to do 1, 2. So make sure you guys have that in the back. Now that we're in the back, let's go to this side and give him this ear. So 1, 2. Now let's go forward, and that's what his ears should look like. Now what we're going to do, this part is going to be a little bit tricky, so make sure to pay a lot of attention. We're going to grab our brown wool, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, messed up. So make sure you have 4 blocks on top of this. So 1, 2, 3. Whoops, clicked A too many times, fell down. Okay, so after that, then right here, we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to go down and to the left by 2. Then we're going to go down and to the left by 3. So 1, 2, 3. So make sure you guys have that. I know that looks super confusing, but it will make sense in a tiny bit of minutes. So we're going to go down. And we're going to place... What are we going to place? Right here, we're going to go down by 1, 2, 3. And then up. Up. So make sure you guys have this funky shape. I know it makes no sense, but it will in a second. Actually, we can fill this in so it looks a little more lifelike. Let's do that now. There's really no clean way to do this. It's just kind of sporadic. But okay. Now that we have that, right here, what we can do is that we can go up by 2 and then 1, 2. So there you go. Make sure you guys have this shape. It looks really funny, but it'll make sense in no time. He looks like a deer almost. So once again, starting in these 2 blocks, go up by 4, and then 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know that part was super tricky, but it'll make sense in no time. So now what we're going to do is that right here, we're going to go up by 1, 2, 3. Now let's fill this part in like so. Let's do it on this side. We're going to go up by 3. So 1, 2, 3, right above the ear. So now let's take a step back. Pause it if you need to. He looks ridiculous, I know that, but he'll make sense in no time. I just thought that was probably the easiest way to go around teaching you how to do their hair. Just start on the top and then go back to the bottom. So now what we're going to do is that you see this gap of 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. That's going to tell us where we need to stop. So let's put those extra blocks here. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to grab our brown wool and we should be able to connect it to the top like so. So there you go. Now it's making sense. So all the way to the top like that. Let's take out those extra blocks that we don't need. They were just asked just to take space. And there we go. Make sure you guys have this, and as you can tell, all that we have left to do is just to fill in some of this brown wool. So let's do that now. Let's do this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I still haven't seen the new X-Men movie, and I'm very excited to go see it. I'm probably going to see it later tonight, so that's why I made this pixel art. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't, so you can stay up to date with all our newest videos. And as always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.